Welcome to the Bravo Rundown, where we discuss the hottest topics of Bravo all week trending. And we start every week with our hottest takes. So, first, this is Sonia Weber. Give
Hi.
me your hot take of the week.
Okay, my hot take of the week is from after watching this last Southern Charm. We talked a little bit. This last reunion was a snooze fest. It was boring. We didn't need it. And what I realized is it's a hot take and it's a prediction.
Okay. Ooh.
We don't need Charley back next season. And I don't think she's going to be asked back next season. She's dating someone from Southern Hospitality, which seems like an odd fit, but look, you do you. I'm not going to judge you. But I feel like, does she want a friend of role over there? She doesn't want to do these confrontations on Southern Charm. She's not going to do it. So she's a beautiful woman. I love that she works in the art. But I don't think she's meant for
A woman
reality
of
TV.
STEM.
A woman of STEM. She's not a woman of STEM.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I agree. Maybe I was thinking, yeah, maybe now that she's dating that guy from Southern Hospitality, that maybe she'll be on that show, but she doesn't have what it takes to handle it
No.
over there because they are cutthroat on Southern Hospitality. You think Southern Charm is hard?
Yeah.
Like everyone's a Madison over in Southern
Oh
Hospitality,
yeah. And
you
she
know?
can't even talk to Sally. She can't be honest with anyone. So I think we're gonna say goodbye to Charley and she'll be an influencer.
Oh, yeah. Okay, like all the rest of them.
Yes.
My hot take of the week is that it has to do with Southern hospitality. And I've been thinking about this for a couple of weeks now, and this could be completely off base, but my thought is Mia, who we love, she's like
Yes.
our favorite. She's with this guy Troy, and you didn't really get to see their relationship, but this guy is like perfect. There's like nothing wrong with this guy.
Oh.
He seems like a really good guy. Like we saw their relationship I think last season, and this season they go to Hawaii, and apparently he doesn't want to move to Charleston, and so they break up. My hot take or theory is that they didn't really break up. They're together.
Oh.
Or they broke up. And I don't know if I think this about everyone, but I
I
feel like
know.
maybe they broke up if during this season he ends up coming back into her life, proposing, offering to move to Charleston. I think, or they get back together. I
Hmm.
think that it was all for storyline and actually it
Oh.
was just like for the show and they really just like together.
Okay, I could see that because she does not go on the date with Justin. She says yes and then says, I don't want to be a part of it. But and another take for someone who hasn't watched, is it that he doesn't want the TV and the fame in that life? And that's what she's going to be, that's going to be a part of her life and she wants to. And he finally was like, I can't live that life, so I'm not going to move there because if I move there, I'm going to have to be on camera more.
That's a good theory too, because he does seem like, a well balanced individual. Like he just
Hmm.
seems like a real, and granted, I've only seen the guy a handful of scenes,
Yeah.
but he does kind of seem like a Brett, like Madison's husband.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't really want to be in the
The
fray.
mess.
And yeah, and he doesn't really have drama maybe that he wants to
Is
share.
he in the military?
I don't think so. I'm not
Oh, okay.
sure
I don't
what
know
he
why I thought
does,
that.
but I feel like he makes good money.
I Googled Mia and it said she's from Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh yeah.
She moved to Charleston for College of Charleston, the famous school that's there in Charleston. She's a financial analyst, works during the day and at night works in the
Oh.
bar scene. I was
Yeah,
like, she
she's
comes off as yes, she has her life together. She's so mature. She knows what she's doing more than Craig, who went to the same school.
oh. Oh, Craigie. Now, because we're talking about hot takes, we have to discuss the hottest take that's happening
Oh
right
my
now
gosh.
all over social media, and that is the fact that Amanda and Wes are together allegedly or have been hooking up allegedly. What do we think about this?
So the rumor is that an across the street neighbor, which I think it's an across the street looky-loo, looking out the window, saw West and Amanda kissing, got a picture, sent it to Ciara, something like that. I don't know if that's
Okay.
for sure. Sent it to Ciara. So, and this just happened. So Ciara's like, oh, I'm done. I'm done with Amanda. Because Amanda and her were supposed to film an Amazon Live that was just for Ollie. I've never seen like that, but the gummy or the pill. They were
Oh,
supposed to
okay.
film it together, but instead they both did it separately with the same other girl. I don't know if it's someone who works for Ollie. And so now supposedly she's restructuring all her brand deals, whatever projects, so that she doesn't have to be with Amanda?
Um, it seems unlikely, but I don't know. I don't know.
After Scandoval, like anything is possible, right?
No, totally, totally. I
A
would
couple
just,
things that
yeah.
it could be like the In the City is coming out. It could be right. That could be one thing. And I actually kind of thought this, but someone put it on thread saying, "Is this a scorned Kyle? He knows how bad he looks right now and how bad he's going to look in the next couple episodes. So he wanted to, maybe it did happen, but someone is planting this out in social media,
Yes,
right? It's like someone
yes.
wants this leaked. Who is the one that wants this leaked?"
Because we keep hearing this same rumor. They're seen together, they're kissing, whatever. And also just to point out, there is that other guy that hangs out with Wes
Oh.
group who kind of looks like Wes. And so one of the theories was like she could have been like making out with this guy, Aiden Blake, but he looks like Wes. They kind of have the same like aesthetic, they kind of have the same fashion
Wait a minute.
sense.
There's a second guy who looks like Wes. Is Aiden Blank the
Oh,
original one, the marathon
yeah,
runner?
yeah.
Okay, there's another guy
Oh, okay.
and then Wes posted, he looks even more like that guy. Aiden looks like Wes. This guy looks even more like Wes. Wes posted a picture of the two of them with, like, right when those rumors first came out. Everyone thought, oh, he's purposely posting that picture with that guy. So everyone thinks it's that guy. I mean, look just like Wes, but they both have their sunglasses and a cap on. So it was like, wait, are we twins?
And so this it could be this mistaken identity, okay? Right? I'm gonna go with that until I see this picture and I can
Yeah.
tell that that is West and not some lookalike West. I'm not gonna take that bait.
Because I don't really need the publicity in Summer House. I feel like that's what we've been talking about anyways in
Yeah,
this last week's
totally.
episode. So I don't know that they need that. And if it's really true, like what is Amanda thinking?
No, literally. Like this is one of those things where even if your heart wanted West, you could not go there
Yeah.
ever. You could just never go there. I'm sorry, I
Mm.
don't care because that's like I do think they have a real friendship. I think
Yeah.
Sierra and Amanda are real friends, not just show friends. So
Right.
no, that's off limits.
Some are saying online that, well, Sierra can't claim dibs on West forever. I'm like, no, fair enough. But what about what social media and the public is going to say if they see this? She has another show to promote. She has another show to be on. She has a swimsuit line. I don't think that, like, look after Scandoval and what happened to the restaurant, Schwartz and Sandy's, and the Yelp reviews. Like, I don't think she would risk it for no reason.
Yeah, I
I would
agree.
hope.
I mean, when we were just texting about this earlier, and I legit said, like, if this is true, I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch it. I
Yeah.
don't want to, so
Yeah.
I think I would not watch.
I know. I feel like we're also at a time right now that we're kind of like we need it. Like the Bravo world wants kind of a scandal. I
Oh,
hate to say it that way, but like what else? Like the Valley usually gets kind of scandalous.
oh
Southern
yes.
Charms ending. Everyone's saying Beverly Hills is so boring. We lost Miami. No one's too excited about Jersey, which we'll talk about later. So I wonder
Hmm.
if we're also like, ooh, a scandal.
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
talk about it.
totally. Actually, because you brought up Beverly Hills, I want to ask you. I've been dying to ask you this all week, but I waited for this. You are a self-proclaimed Kyle
Mhm.
apologist, Kyle
Yeah.
Richards, that is. So something happened where you changed your tone. I don't want
I
to hear
think
what it was.
Yeah, I think it was just like a realization. I feel like slowly over time, people dislike Kyle, dislike Kyle. When she first came on the show, even though she was this level of wealth, she was kind of the relatable one. Portia was like the same age as my daughter. I had a baby too. So they're doing birthday parties. I mean, granted, they're like these large scale birthday parties, but they're still like little animals and it's kid friendly. She's having a good time. She's got her four kids. She's showing mom life, going to open houses. And there was a relatable factor to her. I
Yeah.
remember once her posting the Target by Missoni line, like an umbrella from Target. And I'm like, I shop, like, I love the Target lines, right? Like they had the Roller Rabbit recently. I love those things. So I felt relatable. And it's funny, it's like the thing that made her and Mauricio that split them is kind of like the thing that's same thing that you're too wealthy. You're not approachable anymore.
Mhm.
She had like I don't want to say mom bod, but a relatable body. She would be in her one pieces like me. And now she's just like rock hard body. She clearly had to have had a facelift. Her lips are just, they look so fake. Yes, they look
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
fake. She's so done up. She's just not relatable. She's going through the divorce, which again, that could be so relatable watching her date, but she won't talk about her dating,
Mhm.
the mystery of the Morgan Wade of it all. I think she's not putting it out there. So we don't know what's going on in her life, what she's sharing. In that last episode with Amanda Francis and Natalie, so she's trying to tell Natalie, like, you're lying, the cameras don't lie. It was in that moment where I'm like, you were acting. And maybe I was bamboozled all these years because I loved her. I was like, you were acting. You were not this, you cannot be this angry. And I just looked at her lips and all her plastic surgery. I'm like, you're not the relatable one. You're sharing nothing.
No, and that is so true. And I think that's probably what the fandom has been feeling over the years and gotten to that point too, because I always liked her. I was like, yeah, I do agree. She was relatable. Now it's a point of she doesn't want to share. She's not relatable. And yeah, that storyline of like the whole I was like, no, why are you upset about this? You're not.
Yeah.
Guess you're doing
Yeah.
this because you are producer and you're
Hmm.
like, we need something. So this is what it is. And it was really bad.
Well, and she's always been able to be a producer. I was watching the COVID season and she's talking to Sutton about what Sutton had said behind Erica Jane's back. She had a way of talking to the other cast members in this joking manner, like getting it out of them, but then making a joke about it. So it seemed really natural. She's clearly going through a hard time. And I don't want to claim it's because she's sober, because there were plenty of instances where she was sober and she was silly and happy. She's just not in a great place, and you can see it.
Yeah.
And she's
Yeah.
just not fun to watch. I hate to say it, but there has to be some fun to housewives. And if you're going through a hard time, maybe it's step away from the cameras for a couple years, a year or so, because we always seem to want our housewives back. And they
That's
always seem to
true.
come better when they're back.
Yes. Yes. Leave us wanting more, or,
That's
so we
it.
want you back. This brings up another question. Do you think that this is kind of the end of the Kyle era because Rachel Zoe is such a strong alpha lead that she could really just take over for
It
Kyle?
It felt like that. It does feel like that. People will
Mhm.
say that Kyle will never leave unless she wants to. Production will, which kind of makes sense. If Beverly Hills is still at the highest ratings, why would
Yes.
you mess with your top star? Even though she's not bringing it, the ratings aren't dropping. But I could see Rachel coming in as kind of the top dog on the show and leading the show. But
Mhm.
also her as top dog, Dorit thinks she owns that show now because
Yes.
she's got the support of Rachel and Bose. Like that, she needs to be knocked down a peg.
Which could be fun to see Rachel do that to her next
That I would like
season,
to see.
right?
Because even in last night, I know you haven't seen it yet, last night's episode, the big issue seems to be of Dorit always being late. And Cal keeps saying, well, everyone's saying it, everyone's saying it. And Rachel's like, well, yes, I'm saying it, but I'm not saying she has a bigger problem, a broader problem that's causing her to be late. I just think it's disrespectful that she's late.
Yes. Yes.
Like,
Agreed. And they've been dealing with it for so long that I think maybe it's wearing thin and they got nothing else to talk about. So guess what? The fact that you're late now, that's going to be our storyline. I want to switch gears because we got our Real Housewives of New Jersey cast, kind
yes.
of. We know who's coming in, we know who's not going to be there. And we have Teresa, Melissa, and Dolores confirmed. How do we feel about
I
this?
think that's how it needed to be done. I don't think there was
Mhm.
any other way. I think early on when they first went on the pause, which I think the pause has been great. We've been separated, and I was really convinced. I don't want to see Teresa. I'm not a tree hugger. I'm not a fan of Teresa, which people are gonna, completely disagree with me, but I'm not. I think she never takes accountability for anything, and I felt like bring back Melissa, and I like Marge. But now that we've been removed, when you really think about the franchise, they are the heart of the franchise.
Yeah.
I think Teresa, Melissa, and Dolores. And if you're going to have them, I don't want them coming in with previous beef, previous
Yeah.
arguments, previous drama. And everybody else on that cast will bring that, including Marge.
Yeah, exactly. No, I know. And we found out this week, Marge made a video that she's not coming back and she's actually doing another girls trip
Hmm.
thing. And then also I saw Jackie Goldschneider. She released a video saying that she decided she wasn't going to come back. Like, okay. And all of the
Yeah.
comments were, Right, like they really asked you. And
Yeah.
then I just saw another video before this
Oh,
of Jennifer Aiden on her podcast. And she said that they called her to let her know that they were not going to have her back. And she was like, well, yeah, I know that. But also, I didn't know she had a podcast and whatever.
didn't
So,
she admit to talking to bloggers? I thought I saw that headline somewhere that in her
oh,
podcast, she admitted that she was the one that was talking to blogger. Maybe I'm
I'm,
wrong. I thought
I'm
I saw
sure.
that somewhere.
I'm sure you're right. But I'm just, yeah, I would like to see a season where Teresa and Melissa are on the same side and
Yeah.
maybe there's like a new person they can go up against, you know.
Yeah.
I liked her. I don't know, I have a soft spot for her. I'm not a tree hugger, but I have a soft spot for her. I think she is Jersey. I love
Yes.
her daughters, you
The
know, like
daughters.
bring the
For
daughters
sure.
on. But yeah,
There's rumors that it's Mob Wives, some of the Mob Drita or something. I didn't watch Mob Wives. I think is it
yes.
Drita that is gonna come on, which that's gonna cause some serious
I know.
drama.
I mean, I don't know if they'll do that. She's currently on Villains and she is like,
Oh,
yeah, she's on Villains with Kate Capshaw. Wait, Kate
Kate,
Capshaw?
Chastain.
Thank you. I'm thinking of Steven Spielberg's wife,
Oh, yes.
Kate Capshaw. Right? Yes, Kate Chest. Thank you. Yeah, I guess Drita is just going off on people. I'm like, I'm here to see it. I
Yeah.
don't know if she might be too intense. Um,
I just don't want the darkness. Like, look at Caroline, her sister, whatever happened. And if that comes with it, it's like we've already got Louis. We don't know what I'm
exactly.
not gonna continue that sentence, but
Smart, smart.
we just I don't want any darkness. I feel like Melissa, I mean, there's even rumors of Dolores's family, of her, yeah,
Yeah, I
saying, not
don't.
gonna say anything more,
Mhm,
but
yeah,
I just don't want any of that.
exactly. Like, if they are coming back, can we get like a fluff season? Can we get like
Yes,
a season where it's not serious? It's just fun. We're doing silly, fun Jersey things.
go to
Maybe
the
we
Jersey
could,
Shore.
right, and we could see the opening of Teresa's new restaurant that her and Gia are opening.
Oh,
That would be
that's gonna be a
interesting.
show, isn't it? It's supposed to be a
Oh, that's
show
its own
with,
show.
yeah, I don't know who's picking it up, but it's actually more Gia. I don't think Teresa's that involved.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Gia and I guess whoever owns the restaurant. I don't
Okay.
know. And I don't know if it's Bravo, but no, regardless, they need to go to this restaurant for sure on the show.
Oh, and one other thing Jen Aiden had said is that she is starting or has started a production company.
Oh,
She's like, and that's who produces this podcast. And I was like,
oh, it's a
oh,
podcast production company.
I don't know.
Is she
And
looking for talent?
then she's got her. I mean, she could probably green light a show about her and her family because they have so much money. They could just put that
Oh,
on. You know what I mean? They could pay for
yeah,
that. If she really wants to be a star, she can.
she can make it. Yeah.
Is there any other things you wanted to say about Jersey?
No, I think I'm really glad because I was always in and out with Jersey. I think that the toxicity, the art, the script, it was just too much for me. But it's I'm looking forward to it, and I've gotten to know Dolores more on the Two T's podcast. I really like her. I don't know how she is when she argues, but I'm like I'm looking forward to this. And the best part when they're on pauses is I like to see how much the kids have grown.
Oh, yes, I know. Oh, and her daughter's engaged, Dolores is, and her son, I
I
think, is
know, and
engaged.
she,
And she's
yes,
so like, there's gonna be a lot of weddings. So there's gonna be
yeah,
and that will be fun and that's joyous. So you can't be too dramatic, right?
right,
Now let's get into some of those Bravo headlines that we have out there right now. And one of them
yes.
is that Carl and Bailey are, and I,
Yeah, I thought they did some, I don't know, some post. It looks like,
yeah,
was it for Bravo TV or for Jesse's song? It may have been they
it
were lip
was for
singing
I think it
Jesse's
was for
song.
Jesse's song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was just for the show. They're just being cute.
I thought
And
so
if it is,
too.
I think it's like the whole Carl and Vanita thing. Let's just get some attention out there on us because no one's talking about us,
Yeah,
right?
can Carl date anyone who isn't on the
I
show? I'm
know.
just saying, or who isn't in Bravo. Like, can we get him like a like not I like Bailey, but like she's really young for
She is. I think he needs someone older. I think he's kind of a mama's boy, which I like. I was listening to an interview during that. And he was talking about his own mother. And I think he needs that maternal type. And I think Lindsay was it. I think it
yes.
was just too soon. And he too soon, meaning into his sobriety. And he relied on her for that maternal role. But I
Yeah.
do think he needs a little bit of that in whoever he settles down with.
And I mean, maybe he doesn't need someone who's sober, but maybe he needs someone who's like not in their party stage or like in a share house. And
Yes.
does Bailey remind you a little bit of Lindsay?
No.
Oh, she reminds me
Tell
of
me
her.
why.
I
Tell
don't
me
know.
why.
Maybe it's just because she's like blonde and like, I don't know. She's like ready to
Lindsay
get
is
met.
harsh. Lindsay
Yeah.
is hard,
Yeah.
which Lindsay had a rough childhood, her mother leaving her. And I mean, understandably, she's had to, I think she even was in ROTC in high school. So
She's strong.
she's rough, she's very strong. And so
Mhm.
I don't see Bailey,
Oh, yeah, you're right. Bailey is
but maybe the
very
looks,
strong.
I can see what you're saying.
Bailey is just
I
that.
look at Bailey, she has these beautiful eyes, and I wonder how she'd look with like a chocolate brown hair. Things I think
Oh,
about. I just feel like she'd look so beautiful with dark hair.
probably better because most blondes look better as brunettes anyway.
Yeah, I feel like that blonde is just not working for her. She's
Yeah, yeah.
beautiful, but the color, I think the roots are so strong on her, and
Hmm,
the blonde
hmm.
is so blonde that I feel like, remember Nikki Hilton did it in the early 2000s, that chocolate brown. It looks so pretty with her blue
Yes.
eyes.
Or like even like Ariana Madix's hair now,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes. Same look. Everyone's doing it. Stassi's got it
I
too.
know.
She should jump on that
I
train.
know. What about
Styling tips. Yeah.
Oh yeah. What about these spin-off ideas that we're hearing about now? That there's like every 2 seconds there's a new show we heard about. You sent me an article that was Benita and Sierra getting a
I
show.
like that. I wonder
Like
what that
that.
would look like though. Like, are we road tripping? I feel like it needs to be traveling. It shouldn't be in
Mhm.
one place. She did. I think Benita hinted in some interview, you may see me more in Summer House next. I could be wrong. I read
Oh,
so
I
much. Did you
remember
read that
something like
too?
that.
You may
Yeah,
see me
yeah.
more in Summer House. Because clearly Sierra can't go in the city. Her and Amanda shouldn't be on the same show. But I could also see Sierra kind of pulling a page. She's been doing all these red carpets that
Yeah.
maybe like it's like I can't deal with West, Amanda. Like maybe it's time to step away from it,
I
from
mean,
Summer House.
agreed, agreed. Like I would love to see those two on a show together, and it would be really interesting. Maybe the cast of characters that were surrounding them. Maybe
Yeah.
Mia pops in, maybe KJ, maybe Sally. I don't know, but like maybe it is a
See?
little bit in New York and a little bit in Charleston, or maybe it is like a road trip. Maybe it's like a simple life kind of
I know
show.
I wondered about that. I hate those shows. I didn't like Crappy Lake. I don't, did you like Crappy Lake?
Yeah, I'm like,
You
I
did?
love those dumb shows. Yeah, because I'm like, oh, give me like 30, 24 minutes with,
Yeah.
without commercials of just like fluff. And I'm like, I'm okay with that
But I
sometimes.
want to see Sarah and Vanita's style. They both have such amazing style
Yes,
that if we Crappy Lake, what are we
yes,
going to see?
you're right. No, we need like maybe we're on red carpets with them. We're going to the
Hmm.
events that they go to because they're both like
They
extremely, I
are.
mean, their fashion is a world above most of these
Yes.
people. And Benita's been influencing for so long that she already was doing this before she got on Southern Charm.
Yeah,
Everything she wears is impeccable.
it
And
is.
I would say that with Sierra too. And I love that their styles are so unique and different from each other.
Yeah.
But I would still wear like probably 90% of what they both wear.
Or even a dating show, something like what was that, Love Hotel?
Love
Something like that, or
Hotel.
just for the two of them. Because you wonder why Bravo doesn't get, why are we not doing another season of that? Or why is Bravo not doing another dating show? They just leave
Wait,
it for the Bachelorette.
I heard that they were going to do another Love Hotel, but it was going to be with like Shep and
Oh,
Austin
I
and
heard that
Greg,
too. Nobody
remember?
wants that.
Ugh,
Nobody wants
no,
that.
please. We already
Nobody.
had to watch Relationship back in the
Yeah.
day. And I still remember that he just like didn't get with any, or, like, I don't
No,
know,
he
he strung those
didn't.
girls around and
No, I'm surprised they're not doing Love. All these housewives that are divorced, get them on the show,
yes, I think it's hard
Erica.
to find those men that
Mm,
A, don't know who they are or don't want to be famous and are
yeah.
willing to go on a show like that, you know?
Well, it's just for ratings. You don't need to find love. You just need to entertain us.
Exactly. Another show that we heard about is this. Tell me about this influencer show in New York. I'm not convinced.
Oh, yeah. I don't, it doesn't make sense. Bravo and Cocktails reported it. And they said that they were looking at just, it's basically Next Gen NYC without the Housewives connection. So just fun, which I'm sure there are plenty of influencers like Remy Bader, the few that I know, right?
Oh,
But
yes.
she kind of seems to hang out with some of the not housewives, the housewives kids. I just feel like, why are we doing a separate show? It's going to be the
Can,
same show.
can we get Louis on there?
Yes. Okay, then I'd watch. I
Me
love
too.
Louis. Louis
Okay, yes.
T.
Yeah, like maybe it's just a show about Louis and like his friends. I would
How
watch
does he
that.
not have a show?
I know. Okay, bravo. Do that. What about this like new housewives, Real Housewives of Austin? Is this a
I
thing?
know. I don't know. Wait, where did I read this one? It was actually the
Bravo and
owner. Yeah,
cocktails.
of course. The owner, someone wrote into Bravo and Cocktail saying that the owner of Poppy was speaking, like the Poppy the water, was speaking somewhere saying
Oh.
that Real Housewives of Austin is really trying to get her. But things like that, like you have to do, like I've heard that they've done sizzle reels in multiple cities and it didn't get picked up. Could be, but Austin would be amazing. I mean, you get her, you get Kendra Scott, like Haley Duff lives there, Jamie Lynn
Ooh.
Sigler, Rachel Roy. There's so many people in Austin that they could get. Would they do it? I don't know, but I feel like that would be a really good show to do.
It will. And while we're talking about Housewives, did you watch the little like teaser for Rhode Island or the
I
little
haven't. I've seen little clips here and there, but
Oh,
tell me.
yeah. No, I saw the clips or the like it was like the intro clip and we met this I don't remember her name, but we met her. She has like 9 aunts or something. And the aunts were coming to visit her in Providence and they were like 15 minutes away and they're like, "Why don't you live closer? You need to live closer. This is ridiculous." Like 15 minutes away. And so that was intriguing already.
Okay.
And then Liz. We met Liz, who I guess is Dolores's friend, and she looks like
Okay.
Dolores, and she lives in this castle, like it's on the
Oh.
water. It looks kind of like a castle, and meeting her is a trip. I was like, I
Oh, I
will
have to
be
watch it.
watching this.
And
Yeah,
that's next week, right?
yeah,
Wednesday.
yeah.
So Wednesday is Rhode Island, Thursday is the Valley
Oh
premieres.
my
Is that right? Or no,
goodness! I
maybe the
think
Valley is the week after. Maybe it's the week
oh,
after.
that might be true. What about, well, speaking of the Valley, there is another idea for another Valley spinoff.
They're talking about the Valley in Silicon Valley
Oh,
with Asian Americans. Now that would be good. That will be some
yes.
money, the tech industry. I feel like that one will be really good. And I was wondering what other valleys are there? But
Oh,
Silicon
that's good.
Valley.
But Silicon Valley, you
Silicon Valley.
have to do that because literally I'm from San Francisco and Silicon Valley changed the Bay Area forever. And, you know, like San Francisco and
Yeah.
Silicon Valley, there's so much money
Yeah.
there where I'd like to see some of
Yeah,
those people,
because they've never
right?
been able to do Housewives in San Francisco. That never
Mm-mm,
picked. They did a real
mm-mm.
estate show in San Francisco. Remember that?
Well,
Wasn't it
they,
$1 million San Francisco or something?
oh, I don't know if I saw that.
It didn't
That's,
do well. I think I watched
oh,
like
okay.
one episode. It
That
wasn't
happens.
amazing. I would watch the Silicon Valley though. I mean, I'll give any Bravo show a chance.
Same, same. Would you, what about that Real Housewives of Seattle? That was like floated too, wasn't that?
I think that in Chicago. There's
Uh-huh.
nothing in the Pacific Northwest. Like
Oh
there, I mean,
yeah.
there's not a lot of big cities, but like Chicago is surprising that they don't have either.
Agreed. I feel like the Windy City, you know,
Mm-hmm.
they need one.
Yeah, there's some
They need
money there. Get
one.
Juliana Rancic on that.
Oh, is that where she lives now? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And her husband and they're all good and stuff.
I guess.
Okay. Oh, that could be
I mean, there, no, like I guess I don't know
just
at all.
kidding. Okay, well, we end every episode with some rapid fire questions. And
Okay.
this week is who would you rather be in a relationship with? And you don't have to answer as you don't have to just do yes or you know, you can tell
Okay,
me
yeah.
your thoughts behind it because we got some time here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so who would you rather be in a relationship with? Kyle or Carl?
Carl, easily Carl. Carl is so much more mature. I don't even want to be friends with Kyle. I don't want to be in the same room as Kyle, especially after this last week's episode. I want nothing to do with Kyle. I don't want him on my screen. So Carl.
What about season one Kyle versus season one Carl?
No, I'm not dating.
she's
I'm
she's
not
like,
dating.
no.
And I'm not taking anyone from a workus twin. I don't need any smashed
Oh
watermelons on
no.
my feet.
No, we do not. What about Tom Schwartz or Tom Sandoval?
Oh, shorts,
Yeah.
right? Is that an
Yeah.
easy one? You say
Totally.
shorts?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. It's just,
Yeah.
Tom or Tom. They're both, I would definitely wouldn't want to date Schwartz in any capacity, but between him and Sandoval, yeah, then
I
I'll go
think at
with
least
him.
Schwartz is kind to your face,
Yes, yeah. And he's
right?
tall, which,
Is he? Oh,
yeah, because I
Sandoval's
saw
not,
that
right?
Bravo gun. I think he might
Oh,
be tall too, but I was like surprised when I saw him. I was like, oh, he's tall. Like he's like those Southern Charm guys.
oh, he's that tall.
Well, he was tall. Yeah.
Oh,
Plus,
Jax is short, right? Is
I
Jax like
don't
5'7" or
remember.
something, maybe? Like short in comparison to the other
Oh,
guys. 5'7's not
maybe.
short.
Oh, this is an old school one. Real Housewives of Atlanta, Cynthia Bailey's ex-husband Peter, or Candy Burris's ex-husband Todd.
Todd's got money. Todd, is Peter still in jail? Is
I
Peter
know. So
out?
I'm like, oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Like, I think I'm gonna go with Todd. Are we getting, I know there was a prenup and it was all settled, but we get some money coming in from Candy, and Candy can probably get us tickets to go to things, right?
Yes, yes. I
Concerts,
feel
Broadway.
like Candy is like
Yes, she's
like a
probably,
nice ex to be friends. We feel
yes,
like we'll eventually be
yes,
friends, and she's gonna,
yes,
we go to the Broadway shows together,
yes. So Todd,
whatever.
just so I can be besties with Candy.
Okay, this is Real Housewives of Beverly Hills one.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm gonna make one up on the fly right now. PK
Okay.
or Mo? PK or
Mo.
Mauricio?
Again, Mo has money. We're going to Aspen. Do we
That's
get to
right.
go to the Nashville home?
Oh,
Oh, someone posted that they live in Nashville. They were sitting outside at a restaurant on a porch. Here goes Kyle. Hi, Kyle. Kyle's on her phone, whether pretending or not. 2 minutes later, there goes Morgan Way, going into the
yes,
same restaurant behind
yes.
her. Like this, I'll send it to you later.
Okay,
So,
yes.
do we get to go to the Nashville home too?
I mean, we should. What about Ken Todd or Harry Hamlin?
Harry Hamlin, I want the sauce.
Yes,
I want to go
yes.
to fashion shows. I'm sure Lisa Rinna will still stay friends with him, right? So I can hang with the girls. Rinna can be my best friend. And Harry seems like a great husband. But
Absolutely.
Ken Todd has money and he'd probably just let you do whatever you wanted to do.
Yes,
Is he
that's
even going to hang
true.
around? Do I even have to talk to him? Or can I just go spend money and travel the world?
If you are doing a Real Housewives of Beverly Hills rewatch, you will see all the nasty things that Ken Todd says about the other cast
Oh.
members. He always has like, and I'm like, but I know the LVP put him up to it. So
Hmm.
I try, but like, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, he,
And at the time, it was just, oh, he's being sarcastic. It's
oh, I
funny, right?
know.
Like for
Like at
me,
the
like that
time,
was
it
my
was
mindset,
same, and now I'm
right?
like, oh, I'm like, he said that about her. Oh, he said,
Someone
yeah.
posted in for hot takes today, and they posted for me. They said LVP was totally behind Lucy Apple Juicy and Puppygate and telling Radar Online. And I'm like, wait, that's a hot take. I thought we all thought that. Is there people out there who didn't think that?
Well, I think some people are just, they're learning now, or they just did a rewatch and it's like fresh
You
in
can
their
see things more with the
yeah, yeah.
rewatch. Yeah, for
You really
sure.
can. Oh, this one. This is a rough one, but the Valley, Jesse, Lally, or Jax Taylor.
Oh, it's got to be Jesse.
Yeah.
It's got, I'm not, at least Jesse, I feel like you could convince him. And in a conversation, he can kind of swoon. He's a salesman, right? He's a realtor. He can kind of swoon you over. He can make you feel, I don't know what he's saying behind the scenes, but in the moment, Jack's even in front with cameras in front of you. Like he can't be nice to you.
No, it's true. I think Jax is really a narcissist, like an actual one, where the
Yes.
rest of some of these people might not actually like a real one, but he really is.
Yes.
Juicy Joe or Louie, New
I'm thinking of,
Jersey.
oh,
Juicy
I
Joe.
guess I don't mind living in the Bahamas. I'm not Louis, like, no, I'm sorry. No,
Yeah,
no.
that
I
is the only correct answer. Juicy Joe
Because Juicy
fame.
Joe loves his daughters.
Yeah,
Whatever he did in life, those girls love him. They're always
yeah,
going to travel. They will protect him at all costs. Like, yeah. So there's something there that they love their father so much.
yeah. Agreed. Oh, Craig or Austin?
I think Austin, I don't need the meltdowns. I'm not managing meltdowns. I don't need
Thank
children.
you.
So
Thank
it'll have to
you.
be Austin. Yeah.
Yes,
That
I.
was another hot take someone sent in to me. It
Oh,
was, I like Craig. It was just, I like Craig. It was that simple. I'm like,
That
okay.
is that you know what? A lot of people like Craig out there. Every time I make a video about Craig, there are so many people in the comments who like hate me and they're like, leave him alone and whatever. And I'm just like, hey, this is just my thoughts about Craig.
Yeah. Is it
Just
the looks? Because
okay. It is the
If he
looks.
looked like JT and was JT's height, having these tantrums, because I mean, was JT that different? He was very kind. He was close to his mother, but he was just kind of a jerk.
Yeah, yeah, I know. And I would say that Craig is way jerkier than JT
Yeah,
overall.
he can swoon you over, but it's also the good looks matched with the ability to kind of lure you in
Yeah, yeah.
because he hasn't changed since Naomi.
No, no. And yeah, here's a Southern hospitality one. Joey
Yeah.
Bottles, who's Maddie's boyfriend, or the guy who's dating Charley now. His name is Justin.
I think Joey Bottles because I feel like he just loves Maddie and will
Yes.
do anything for him. He feels, I mean, he's like interrupting conversations with Brad and Lake to come give himself a mid-shift haircut. It's like, did you just say haircut? Where are the scissors? He's just doing a mid-shift haircut. I laughed
Yeah,
out loud at that part in the episode.
that is so funny. Joey Bottles, is that acts of service guy. So he'll do anything for you anytime. So, like, you want an iced coffee, he'll go to your favorite coffee shop and get it for you. Like, I feel like he's that
Yeah.
boyfriend, who's like, what can I do for you? And then you're like, yes, a lot of stuff.
It saddens me that he was building this business or this brand with Leva and then takes the summer off to go with Maddie and loses it all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you let that happen?
I know. I'm hoping that maybe they can still do something together, but also he's like on this show now, so he kind of has like that career too, Like, does
But
he
that's
really
not
want to be? I
forever.
know that's
And
true.
they're like, it's like the Southern Charm people. They are Charleston. Like when Craig was dating Paige, him moving to New York, but he is Charleston. His brand is Charleston.
Yeah,
Even when the show ends, if he's going to be an influencer, if he's going to continue with like his pillow business, he is Charleston. And I feel like everyone on those shows. So you got to squeeze as much as you can off that reality show because once that's done, what are
that's
you doing for a living
true.
there?
That's true. And TJ's got the hot dog business. So, and yeah, Joe needs to come up with something, or he needs to make sure he's seen there and he is, the face of
Yeah.
Levis businesses. Well, that's all I got for you.
All
And
right.
thank you so much for being here for the Bravo Rundown. I'm Genevieve Melzer, Real Melz of Bravo.
And I'm Sonia Weber, Bravo, Bravo, Books and Bravo, and just booking around.
And catch us every week here because we have really fun hot takes. And send us your hot takes because we want to hear
Yes.
what you're thinking, what your hot take of the week is. Okay, we'll see you soon. Bye.